Hello, Assalamualaikum. Hello, everybody. Are you okay today? Okay. I hope that you okay today. Yeah. Okay. We continue our discussions about the appreciations. In the previous meeting, we have talked about the introduction of this course, and then now we try to go on discussing about the topic in meeting 2 and 3. Yeah. Okay. Now we try discuss about the definitions of what is meant by literary appreciations. Before we talk about literary appreciations, in here there are two words, literary and appreciations. Yeah. So we have to know to understand about the two words and how we combine the two words, and then we have to understand about what is meant by the combination of the two words in the subject. Yeah, literature. Yeah, we have to know first the definition of literature itself. Of course, there are many definitions about the word literature. One of these is literature is the written and oral codification of human experiences within a given space and time, be it temporal or spatial, expressed in words, either rhymed or unrhymed. It is literature, I think, yeah. And it's about the words, the definition of the word appreciations come from the word appreciates. It is the verb. Is to evaluate the quality or value of a certain thing. So the two words, if we combine into literary appreciations, in this course, so it means that it involves not only evaluation, but also personal, impressionistic, or emotional apprehension of the work we read. It means that by understanding this course, the students are hoped to be able to give appreciation, to give a value of the works, especially for the English works, not Indonesian works. Yeah. And the evaluation of personal aspect of reading is very important for us. Thus, it's usually decide whether we want to go studying a work and how we are going to do it. It is the definition of the literature or literary appreciation and the course of literary appreciation. So, as we have discussed before, that in this course, you hope to be able to appreciate about the English literary works. But the most important thing is when you try to appreciate them, you must be completed. Yeah, yeah, with the theory of literary appreciations. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. As I said before, that the meaning of literary appreciations. Yeah. So the students must have the ability to gain pleasure and understand for literature itself. And the second one, the students have to understand the value and importance of literature. And then this is the important thing that the students have to esteem on respect. It is the word respect here, because the authors on the writers of the literary works tried hard in composing the English literary works. So we, as the readers, and completed with academic skill. So we have to give respect, yeah, to the literary works, yeah. And then, as we have known, so based on the Gregory castle here, I would like to inform you that there are 15 theories that can be used, yeah, in appreciate literary works. The first one is critical theory, the second one cultural studies, The third one, deconstruction. Number 4, feminist study. Number 5, ethnic theory. Number 6, gender and sexuality. Number 7, Marxist theory. Number 8, narrative theory. Number 9, new criticism. 10, new historicism. 11, postcolonial. 12, poststructuralism. The 13, psychoanalysis. Number 14, reader response theory. And the 15, theory is structuralism and formalism. But in the semester, about the subject literary appreciation, you only given from the 4 theories. The first one is postcolonial, deconstruction, feminist theory, and reader response. Why you given the 4 theories here? Because the 4 theories are regarded easily to be understood by the students. Okay, now we try to discuss one by one. Yeah. Okay, when we talk about postcolonial cultural theory, it means it starts after the World War II. Yeah, because at the time there were many countries declared the freedom from colonizers from Europe and America. So postcolonial cultural theory derived from much the same empirical datum as multiculturalism, that of the collapse of the European imperialism and the Britain Empire in particular. Yeah. What multiculturalism means to the former metropoles, postcolonial means to the former colonized. Postcolonial theory was initially very much the creation of the third world intellectual working in literary studies within the first world universities. It means that because the colonizers from European imperialisms and America and the Britons couldn't colonize the regions in Asia and Africa anymore, so they tried to be the first world countries, although physically they didn't colonize the people of Africa and Asia. Yeah. So this is the most important things, the view of the post-cultural theory. And I want to inform you about the figures, on the key figures of post-colonialism. The first one is Edward Said, a Palestinian, Gayatri Spivak, an Indian, both professors of comparative literature at Columbia University, and Homi Bhabha is Indian and the professor of English at the University of Chicago. The 3 persons are the key figures of post-colonialism. Yeah, you have to memorize them. Okay. Next, the central post-colonialist argument here. The central post-colonialist argument is this: the post-colonial structure has entered a revolt of the margin against the metropolis, the periphery against the center. It means that the people of Britain or Europeans would like to position themselves as the central persons in the world. Yeah. So they have to be the central, to be in the metropolis, the center, compared to the people of Asia and Africa. They have to be positioned as the margins and the periphery. Oh, next, the origin of postcolonial theory here. We quoted Milton and Freud here, 2002, page 145, state that the origin of postcolonial theory can be traced to Said Orientalism, an impressively scholar account for not of the Orient itself, but how British and French scholarship had constructed the Orient as other. Okay, so from this, it means that the people from Asia and Africa are regarded as the Orients and others. It means that they didn't belong to Europe or American people. Yeah, so there must be difference between American people, the Britain people, European people, compared to the people of Africa and Asia. Yeah. And in his book, it was Said Orientalism. It doesn't simply represent a considerable dimension of modern political intellectual culture. Moreover, it functions by way of system of binary oppositions in which the West, its position, attributes, and ethnicities were valorized positively against the inferior status of colonialized people. It means that in Orientalism, according to Edward Said, that the people of Europe, Britain, and America, they make binary oppositions compared to the East, the Asia and Africa people. So they make a binary opposition as the West, yeah, Central, yeah, educated people compared to the people of Asia and Africa as the East, yeah, inferior, and the West is superior. Yeah. So based on this perspective, it means that we from Asia, it means that we regarded as the inferior status. It is the view from the West people. So, conclusion of the books, yeah, Orientalism makes simple formulations about the continuing recurrence of binary opposition between Inner and West, Orient and Occident, with intricate arguments about the relation of knowledge to power, of scholarship to colonialism, of ideas to violence. It means that's okay because the West people couldn't colonize the people of Asia and Africa anymore. So they tried to go on colonizing the people through culturalism, through economic, yeah, and etc. Yeah. Although physically they didn't colonize the people of Asia and Africa anymore. Orientalism was not just a set of ideas that made an exotic object called as the Orient. It was a set of relations of power, a form of knowledge that inscribed upon people all kinds of the meanings about ignorance, inferiority, sexuality, and most importantly, it embodied to the desire for one set of the people to dominate and control another. It means that from the slide, we can understand that the West people would like to dominate and control another. Who is another here? It is, yeah, the people of Africa and Asia. Yeah. The consideration of Edward Said as a significant figure, the first one is as a literary and cultural critic and a social commentator, Edward Said is highly significant and at times controversial figure in contemporary intellectual life. His work is very impressive in terms of both scope and importance, and he has exerted a significant influence in the field of cultural and postcolonial studies. Yes. Then his writing on Orientalism and related phenomena have provided the inspiration for a large number of the new studies. He analyzed the complex and vital relation between literature, politics, and culture. It means that we have to thank to Edward Said. Yeah. So from books, he tried to give views, to give the knowledge to the people of Africa and Asia, that the people of the West uh, couldn't, yeah, couldn't what we call live their ideas. Yeah, they believe that they are superior people, and this view is supported or was supported by the observations of Mibaba, Edward Said, and Spivak, yeah, because they their workings at the universities in America, so they must have understood about the treatment for the people from Asia and Africa. Yeah. Okay. Next, when we talk about what is the three main areas of Edward Said's work, the first one it deals with the political implication of the Western colonialism and imperialism and the West domination and representation of the East, or more generally the non-European world. Orientalism examines the development of the Western conceptions and representation of the Orient from the middle of the 18th century to the present. Yeah. It means that yes, because we from Asia and Africa were regarded as the colonized people from the 18th century to the present. The second one, it deals with the analysis of situation in Palestine, Israel, and the Middle East more generally. Thus, he published new book, The Question of Palestine, 1997, and Covering Islam, 1981. And the third one is it deals with the function of criticism in the contemporary world, especially the role and responsibilities of the intellectual. Thus, he published other books, yes, The World, the Text, and the Critics in 1983, and the Representation of the Intellectual, 1994. Okay, you can you can search these books in Google. Yeah, okay. The interrelationship of the three major areas in Said's work is one reason for its special position in contemporary Western intellectual life. Yes, because Said has had wide knowledge about the literary, so he was regarded, yeah, as the important persons. And others are the wide scope and the rich variety of his analysis of literary works and political and cultural phenomena, and the courage he has shown in expressing his political convictions. Yeah. He has very brave, yeah, to show in expressing his political convictions when he tried to evaluate about the political condition in Israel and the fight of the Palestinians to get the freedom. Yeah. And now we try to discuss about the feminist theory. Okay, I think when we talk about the feminist theory, I think we need another time, yeah, to discuss about the feminist theory. I think our discussions about postcolonial theory is enough today, yeah. And after you watch my video, you can write some questions, yeah, in code. Okay, yeah. Okay, I think that's all my explanations about what is definition of literary appreciation and one of the theories of literary appreciation, postcolonial theory. And then for the next meeting, we go on to the next theory of literary appreciation, feminist theory. Okay, see you. Assalamualaikum.